Hello, welcome to the TEFL Alumni Talk Series, an interview series that features graduates of the TEFL program teaching English as a foreign language program right here at the American University of Armenia. My name is Mimi Zarookian. I'm an adjunct instructor here, and I am delighted that you have tuned in to watch our conversation with a very special guest, Lilit Adilkhanyan. Lilit, welcome. Thank you for joining us on our program today.
Thank you for your invitation. That's a great honor for being here, to be here, and to be interviewed by you.
Lilit, you completed your certificate in TEFL in the year 2020 and then continued your education to receive your master's degree in TEFL in 2022. After graduation, you did something very different. Instead of staying in Yerevan and establishing a base here, you moved back to Sevan, your hometown, to open a school, a language school, an English language school there. That was a very bold move. Could you share with us what prompted you to do that?
I would definitely start with a dream that I had in my head. When I started the TEFL program, that was just a dream. But as soon as I have graduated from TEFL, the MATEFL program, I felt like I'm ready to start to launch the language center, and I did it in my hometown just because I saw the gap in my community, and I thought that it would be very beneficial for my students, for the community members to have that in our community. That was the main reason, to like seeing the gap.
So having a dream and making it become reality involves many challenges. Could you share with us some of the challenges and roadblocks that you encountered along the way and how you resolved them? Were there people that helped you? Were there certain things that you did in order to realize that dream?
Yeah, of course. The challenging part was the lack of resources. And I thought I could find any program, any grant program. And eventually I found it. There was AGBU, Empower Her program. Mm-hmm. And I applied for that program and I succeeded. I've taken the first place, and that gave me the chance to gain all the resources, the technology that is going to be needed for qualified and high-level English language classes. And I started designing the classrooms and having the kids coming and learning English.
And so with the English education that you're offering at your school, do you see any changes in opportunities for the students who are attending your school?
Sure. I see that, and I see the result, the fruits, the benefits of that. Because before starting the language school, I observed and I noticed that the students study English only for school grades to get just 9, and that was enough for them and for their parents as well. But I started let's say spread the gossip. That English is not just for school grades, for school marks. It's way beyond. They need to observe English as a tool for their future career. And I would say that now the parents realize that English grades are just, they can be involved in English language learning and not just be the goal.
And so, could you share with us some specific success stories? This conversation is so inspirational. I think it is a real encouragement to graduates who are thinking along the same lines in establishing schools, language schools in their communities. Could you share some success stories that you have encountered?
You mean among my students?
Yes, or about the school. How, if your school numbers, if the population has grown, what kinds of individual student success stories you have?
One of the profounding opportunities and examples I would count at this point is going to be the cooperation with a foreign language school in Cyprus. I got acquainted with her among Erasmus Plus programs, and currently we create some projects between the students, and we think which is going to grow to students exchange program in the future. This is one of the best examples, I would say. Another one among my students is that many of them wish to study at the AUA and get a better education in order to help their community as well. And I, of course, target that point as well, not to give them the opportunity to learn English, but also to think about their hometown, not just go get the education and forget. No, this is the moment when they get educated. This is the moment they gain the knowledge. But whenever they come back to their hometown, this is the moment they have to give it to their hometown, to be the light, the flower that gives light and blossoms in a grayish surrounding, maybe.
So you are highlighting give back, I suppose you could say, to the community. What advice could you share with graduates or someone who is interested or has a dream, very much like you, to go back to their hometown to establish a language school in order to impact their community?
I would definitely say that all our communities deserve a better education, a better opportunities which AUA students can provide. I would definitely recommend them to go back and to be the spark for millions of students, for Armenian students, not just to think about themselves, but to think broader, wider, just to think, to be the light for the students.
Your story is such an inspirational story.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. Do you see, or have you observed any direct impact on your community?
Yes. Direct impact is the small community, language center community among my students and the friendship that currently they have. And also I observe the change in their mindset because I always encourage them to volunteer in the hometown and in different fields. Doesn't matter, is that English or something else. I just encourage them to go and find the gaps in our community and think about them and find resources. And I'm 100% sure they can do that. And whenever they see someone believes they can do, of course they are for that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. How do you envision the future of English learning in your community in the next 5 to 10 years? Have you observed additional curiosity or desire in community members and students to learn English?
Yeah, currently all the parents and students at the same time, they understand that English provides better opportunity for their education, for their future life. And more and more people want to study English because they realize that this is not just for, I don't know, present, for the limited situation. This is a lifelong opportunity. And I think for the future, I observe that English language can link different fields in my community, not just being as a language learning, but also include different areas like tourism, because Sevan is a very good destination for tourism, hospitality, service, and I see also a huge gap in the service area, which I think is going to be one of the targets that we are going to observe and find some solutions.
Thank you. You have described a very bright future for Sevan.
Yes.
And I'm sure your language school will empower students to gain a level of English that will give them the ability to serve in the public sector, in tourism, in whatever field they choose to go into.
Yeah, of course. And it's very encouraging because whenever I say something, all the students go and come back, Miss Lilit, we can do this. We think this program would be really beneficial for younger students, and this is really encouraging because this is not something you do alone, but you have students who are really interested in younger generation and also in our community. That's really encouraging for me.
And so what advice would you give to people who are interested in doing the same endeavor as you did in initiating a language school in their hometowns?
I would definitely say you don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. My advice would be pretty simple. Just start.
And as you mentioned, going back to the villages in the different Marses and establishing language schools there to bring those students who may not have the opportunity to further their language studies, to provide an opportunity for those students in the Marses to excel and have a brighter future is a very noble
Totally agree.
a very noble endeavor.
Yeah, totally agree. Because you see, like you are a part of someone else's life.
Yes.
And you are not just a part, but a key point of their future, which is really like you feel like you don't live just for you, not being so egoistic.
I'm sure it provides a lot of self-satisfaction and also a vision to move ahead.
Yeah, and this is also another chance not to give the opportunity to students to study, but also to different and other language teachers to have a workplace opportunity to teach the students the same way as I do.
Lilit, our conversation has been so inspirational, encouraging, and informative. Thank you for being with us today. And we wish you great success with your language school. Well, one thing we left out is the name of your language school.
Educational Center for Alternative Teaching.
Thank you for being here and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me here, because the conversation was also very inspiring for me. And I'm going to take a lot of energy to my community back.
Wonderful. This has been the talk series with alumni graduates of the TEFL program. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you have enjoyed and become inspired from our conversation, and we encourage you to tune in to future episodes.